Who is Antun Foster? I am the youngest son of 5 boys, raised by a single mom. Born and bred in Detroit, Michigan, my hometown. I'm a church boy, church organist, learned how to play, self-taught at the age of 8 years old. Began my professional career at the age of 15 with some of the legends of the world, namely Dr. Mattie Moss Clark, the Clark sisters, Winans, and so forth. But I'm a father, 3 daughters, beautiful daughters, and yeah, that's Antun Foster. That's the personal side of me. Part of my growing up was being in the church. And in the church, we did a lot of musicals. And because my mom sang in the choir, I was able to go to choir rehearsals. And because I lived in Detroit, we went to Bailey Cathedral, which was our jurisdictional jurisdiction that we went every year, twice a year. And the president of that choir was Dr. Mattie Moss Clark. So as a young age, from 8 or 9, I started going to rehearsals and seeing Dr. Clark directing the choirs. I would see Twinkie on the organ, Twinkie Clark, the brains of the Clark sisters. And then I would see the Clark sisters, they would be in our rehearsals just casually, just imagine growing up in that environment every day. And at our musicals, we would get the top of everybody would come to Detroit because Mattie Moss Clark was such a huge force that everybody came. When she called a musical, it would be so many people in Bailey Cathedral till they had to lock the doors. And the fire department would come out because it was so many people. But this was in Detroit, so everybody would gravitate to Detroit to come to these musicals and concerts that Dr. Clark would hold. And I would be there right front and center because my mom was in the choir. And it allowed me to get a chance to feast my eyes on this mastermind on the B3 organ, which is Twinkie Clark. And from a kid, I would just watch her, and I fell in love with music. I fell in love with the Clark sisters. I fell in love with their harmonies. And growing up, I was so mesmerized by it, so I started playing. I wanted to play, so at the age of 8 years old, my mom bought me a keyboard, and without going to school or anything, I just went upstairs in my room and I would just try to figure it out, and I eventually did. And this was at the age of 8. By the time I was 15, I was playing professionally at a church. And then I started traveling professionally in the world at 17. But to answer your question, what got me as far as music was the fact that my upbringing was in the church and I was surrounded by everybody. And to go back to the concerts at Bailey Cathedral, everybody was there, from the Winans, Commission, Vanessa Bell, the Hawkins, everybody in gospel music that you can imagine. It was like the Apollo. It was like the Grammys. It was where everybody came, and I was there front and center, and that's why I got my training, and it was just organic. SAMZ is built for every creative. SAMZ, which stands for Singer, Artist, Musician Zone, which encompasses not only singers and musicians, but artists. So everyone who's an artist in the creative space is who we are looking for to be on the app with us. Every person who, whether you could be a dancer, you could be an actor, you could be a choreographer or whatever that's in the creative space. That's who we are aligning ourselves with, all creatives. SAMZ is different from any other app out there. It encompasses all of the fragmented areas in one location. You may have one app that you can put your music out on. You may have one app that you can do your video. You have all these different apps that creators have to go to try to get help or to further their career. Well, SAMZ has eliminated all that because the industry is so fragmented. We put everything in one place where it's a one-stop shop. So you'll be able to not only upload your profiles and be seen by other creatives and industry professionals. That's very important because SAMZ is going to have industry professionals on the app who are looking for you. That's extremely important to understand. It's almost a no-brainer for them to be on SAMZ, because the people who they want to be seen in front of will be on the app looking for them. So it's kind of like we've bridged it, and we've taken all these fragmented parts and put them into one location to benefit and to empower the creatives, which is our motto.
What if every creative could get paid what they're worth? Every day, millions of talented artists struggle to find gigs, while thousands of events desperately search for performers but don't know where to look. This disconnect is killing careers. Artists stay broke. Events settle for less. The whole system is broken. But what if we could change everything? Introducing SAMZ, the empowerment zone for creatives. Our AI-powered gig matching makes finding work seamless, so you can focus on what matters, your art. Build your profile and connect directly with fans and buyers, cutting out the middleman. Get matched with perfect gigs instantly. Get paid through the app. No more chasing payments. Plus exclusive access to member events and workshops. This is SAMZ, where creativity pays. Get your bag, get your stage. Join the empowerment zone for creatives. The future of creative work is here. Visit samzapp.com and follow @SAMZapp. The revolution starts now.